Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Very good morning, guys. Okay, guys. Let's start the session for today. So the today topic is the functions. Okay. So SQL built-in functions I am saying. So first, what is a function? Function is a stored program. It will perform stored program in the sense it is a kind of a program. Okay, function is a kind of a program. It will process, like it will perform some task and return result. And return result. It's like let's say you have you want to know the sum of two values and return it. So you have written a program which accepts two values, and what I need is I need the output. I need the sum of those two, or I need the multiplication of those two, or I need the division of those two. So whatever the action you want to perform, so you'll write in a program, and if you pass, or even if you pass parameters or not something like, so if you execute that program, what it will do is it will perform the task and it will return some result. It will return some result. Okay, so that is called a program. Function is a stored program. It will perform some action, or it will perform some task and return result to us. Okay, functions are classified into two types, guys. Functions are classified into two types. One is system defined functions. Second one is user defined functions. Okay. First, system defined functions. So the functions which are defined by the system and are ready to use. These are the functions which are already defined by the system and we can start using it. So those are called system defined functions. So for example, system defined functions. See here, if you go to databases, our is batch 50, right? Go to programmability. Here you have a functions is there. See here we have a system functions. These are and all the types. So if you go to mathematical functions, here see ABS. This ABS is one function. These are all different functions, okay, which are already defined by the system and are ready to use. Okay, we should know what is the description of each and every function which are majorly used in a real time. We'll discuss that. Okay, so these are some This is a mathematical functions. If you want to see date time functions, current time stamp, date add, date div, date name, date part, day, get cut date, is date, month, system date time. So these are all date time functions. Okay, already defined. See string functions, ASCII, char index, difference, left, length, lower, L trim, and char up. See, these are all is there. Okay. So these are the different functions which are available, which are defined by the system and are ready to use. Okay. So here, so once you have installed your SQL server and if you create a database, so all these system functions will come default. You don't need to anything. Everyone has it. Okay. User defined function. These functions are defined by the user and these functions are defined by the user. These are available only within this database. So because you are creating a function, that user defined functions will be available only within this database. If you have created a new database, this user defined functions will not be available, but system defined functions will be available. But these user defined functions will not available. So these functions are specific to this database only. If you want the same function to be available in another database, you need to create same there, which is not available, readily available. But system defined functions are readily available. Okay. Any questions guys so far? The difference between system and user defined functions? System defined functions are classified into two types. Single row functions, multi-row functions. These are the functions which are applying on each and every record processed by SQL query. The functions which are applying on each and every record processed by your SQL query. Those are called single row functions. What it is I'll show you in a practical, but from theoretical, just think. So the functions which are applying on each and every record written by the record processed by SQL query. Okay. Multi-row functions means the functions they are applying on multiple records by the SQL query and provides single record or single record per. Don't worry guys, even if you are confused over the definition, I will show you what is the single row functions, what it means. The functions which are applying on each and every record processed by You're good. So simple example I will tell you guys. Okay. Simple example for single row functions. So I just wanted to know, write a query to find the length of employee name. I just wanted to know the length of the employee name. So what you will do? Select star from employee. Select star from employee. I just wanted to know the length of employee name. So we have a function called length. LEN. Length of the function, length function. So now what I am doing is length of employee name as EMP name LENGTH. I'm just saying as employee name length. So just now run it. So the function that you are using here is applying on each and every row processed by SQL query or not?
Yes.
We have a 14 records in our table, and this function is getting used applying on each and every record processed by SQL query. So here I have used select star from employee, means I am just selecting all the record, all the data. So this function is applying on all the data. Suppose if I take where DEP ID equals to 1001. So what it will, the query will, what SQL query? So it will take only the records which are this SQL query process only the records which are belongs to 1001 or not. So
Yes.
now the function will apply on. Sorry. Now the function will apply on only these three records. So three records are how many records? So there are only three records with 1001 department ID. So the function is applying on only these three records. That's why what I mentioned, the functions which are applying on each and every record processed by SQL query. Okay. The example for multi-row functions is, let's say, I want to know the number of records which are available in the employee table. I have a function called count. Count of star from employee. So what it will do is it will grouping the functions which are applying. This is applying on multiple records processed by your SQL query and provides a single record. See? Are you getting single record or multiple records? So what multi-row functions is? Multi-row functions will group the data, okay, and will provide you either single result or single result per group. So grouping I will let you know once we reach there. So but I am just on high level, I am just explaining you guys what is the multi-row functions here. Okay, got it? The difference between single row functions and multi-row functions? Anyone has any doubts?
Understood, Krishna.
Good, good. Okay. Single row functions are again classified into multiple types. One is number functions, character functions, 3, datetime functions, 4, conversion functions. Okay. So singular functions are again classified into multiple types, which are number functions, character functions, datetime functions, and conversion functions. Okay. So number functions are again classified in, what are the number functions? ABS, floor, ceiling, power, square, sign. These are the different number functions we have available. So, and one more thing is a round. Okay. These are all the number functions we have available in number functions. These are majorly used. So we have many, but you have seen that in the mathematical functions I have shown you. There are cos, tan and all, but we will not be using them regularly. So these are the functions we'll use in our real time majorly. Okay. So what is the ABS? ABS, what is the ABS function will do? Anyone has any idea?
Absolute value.
Absolute value of a number.
It will provide you the absolute value. What is absolute value?
Positive.
It is not a decimal, sir.
Will provide the absolute value. Just check. Select 100. Select ABS of 100. See, if I do 100, comma ABS of 100. Do you see any change in the output? No.
No.
Next. 100.23 and 100.23. Same. Minus 100. Minus 100. Just see now. Do you see any change in the output?
Yes.
So the absolute will work, will convert the negatives into positive. Okay. So absolute will provide the absolute value. Guide guess where it will be a change. So if you want to, on the fly, if you want to make the negative values into positive, then you can use this. Next, floor. What it will do is, we'll round the value. We'll round the value in the sense even. Floor will round the value, seal will round the value, and round function will do the round. But what is the difference between each? So floor, seal, and round. All these three functions are used for rounding the value. But what is the difference among each? So floor, let's say what the floor is, just remember guys, floor of 100.49. This will always give you the lower boundary value. Lower boundary value. Lower boundary value in the sense, whatever the value which you are giving more than the precision. This is a precision, right? Giving. So it will take the lower bound value only. Here the floor means it will always take 100. Suppose it's 100.9. Floor of 100.90. Floor of 100 point. The floor function will always give you the, I can say it will give you the lower boundary value. You can say lower boundary value. See, 100.49 it is giving 100, 100.90 it is 100, 100.99 is 100. Generally, if it is 100.99, what you will do usually? You will take it as a 101. Even this 100.90 also will consider as a 101 if you round, if you do round, right? Generally, even 100.49 also, either it comes to 100 or 101. But floor function by default it is taking the lower boundary value. So lower boundary value in the sense when you are keeping 100 point anything, it will take consider as a 100 only. Okay. If you want to consider the next value or higher bound value, then we have a ceiling function. Higher boundary value. So what it will do is see same. Just take the same. Ceiling. See, just tell me it will give you the higher bound value. What would be the output? Just imagine.
4 రోజుల నాడు బయటికి రా 4 రోజుల నాడు బయట
Yes, please mute yourself, please. Okay, so just imagine the output. The floor you understood. Ceiling, floor, the lower boundary value in the sense when you are keeping 100.49 or 100.90 or 100.99, it is giving a, it is rounding to the previous value. What is the previous value is? Lower value is 100. And here, select ceiling and execute it. This is simple example, guys. Suppose you have been to any of the shop, and your bill was 100.49 or 100.50. Then you will pay 100 or 101. Either you have to pay 100 or since we don't have a 50 paisa readily available for now, right? Which is not available. So either you have to pay 100 or you have to pay 101. So yes, that's what here is. If you want to pay 101, 100 floor. If you want to pay 101, seal. This is so easy to remember, guys. Floor is down and ceiling is up. So when you are using a floor function, 100 you will. And when you want to use a ceiling, it will give 101. You are getting or not? Any confusion? Any confusion with ABS, floor and ceiling function here, guys?
sir.
Thank you. Next, in continue to this, I'll explain a round as well. Okay, round. So what it will, so here floor is giving the lowest boundary value, ceiling is giving highest boundary value, but round function will round the number up to specific decimal places. It will the number up to the specific decimal places. Select round of 100.49. So when you are using round function, it will accept 2 to 3 arguments. So here only we have given only one argument. What I have mentioned is it will round the number up to specific decimal places. I have not mentioned how many decimal places you want to keep. Suppose I am just keeping till 1 decimal place. One decimal place. Here we have a how many decimal places are there? in 100.49?
2.
Two decimal.
Decimal places are there. But I want to round this 100.49 to one decimal place. So what might be the output? If it is rounding means 100.4. No, the round will not work like that. Round will not work like that. Here we have a general simple mathematics for there. So if you are rounding means if you are removing this, right, 9, you are removing. So while removing this 9, what the round function will do is the given 9 is greater than or equals to 5 or not, it will check. 9 is greater than or equals to 5 or not.
Yes.
9 is greater than or equals to 5. So if the given number is greater than or equals to 5, then it will add one number to the previous. Else, it will not add. Got it, guys? If the number is greater than whatever the number you are going to eliminate, so that number is greater than or equals to 5 or not, it will check. If it is greater than or equals to 5, it will add one number to the previous number. Okay, so if it is not greater than or equals to 5, then nothing, simply it will remove. Okay, so 49, since 9 is greater than or equals to 5, it will add one number to the previous. If it is adding one number to the previous, then what it will become?
100.5.
100.5. So just keep this as the same. And here, round off 100.44 gamma 1. And I'm just saying, I just wanted to round the value to 4 decimal places. And sorry, round off 100.45 comma 1. So all these three scenarios, I just wanted to round the value to up to 1 decimal place. Round the value up to 1 decimal place. Just see what will be the output of the first is, yes, 100.5. And what is the output of second one?
100.4.
100.4.
Then what is the output of third?
100.5.
So 100.5. Just check. See. Okay. Suppose if you do the same and you want to have a 2 decimal places, means do you see any change? Already there are only 2 decimal places. And you are requesting also to keep till 2 decimal places. Then there will be no change, as it is the same number will come. The rounding will happen only when so rounding the number up to the specific decimal places. See, the number of decimal places is more than this. Number of decimal places is more than the second argument. Then only there will be a change in the number. Else there will be no change. Here, see, here 2 decimal places is there, and I am just asking you to round up to 1 decimal places. Then you are seeing a change in the number. But here already we have only 2 decimal places, and I am requesting you to do rounding up to 2 decimal places only. So that's why there is no change in the second query. Output of the second query same, 100.49, 100.44, and 100.45. Okay, next 494567. Okay, I just wanted to round this value to 2 decimal places. Tell me, guys, what is the output?
100.49.
100.49.
100.49.
49.
What I have told you, guys. So if you want to round the values up to 2 decimal places, you need to remove 4567, right? Right or not? Simply you can't remove 4567. So how it should come is number by number. So the first number, this is the actual number. So if you want to remove 7 from here, first 7 we need to remove, right? So then what will be the output? 100.4945. 7 is greater than or equals to 5 or not?
7, 7.
7 is greater than or equals to 5, right? So while removing this 7, it will add one number to the previous. So if you add one number to the previous number to the 6, what it will become?
7.
7. Now I am just eliminating the last number for now. And then what would be 100.4946?
4, 6.
Next 100.495.
5.
Next 100 point. Since the 5 is greater than or equals to 5, right? So it will add one number to the previous. So if you add one number to the previous, what will happen?
5, 0.
5, 0. See, this is how the rounding will happen. Okay. See, still it is coming 4.9, right? 7. It will add one number to 7. 7 is greater than 5, 6. 6 is greater than 5. 5 is, I should add 1 to it. It should be 5.100.50. Why it is still showing 4.9? Let me check this. Why it is showing. Here I will be making 5.
It's 100.50. I think Krishna, that is only they consider only third number.
It should not be the case actually. It will round the complete value from. So in general mass, rounding will do like this only. How we did, right? In the same way it will do the mathematics. Here, let me check for another example. 495.
Once you change the decimal point to instead of 3,
Instead of 3, then it will, okay, let me do that as well. Till here, okay. 3 in the sense,
it's also 4,
okay.
9.
Let me do one thing, guys. As you said, we can easily debug this. Okay, keep this as a 2. Keep this as a 3. Keep this as a 4. 4 decimal places. Okay. Keep this as a 5. Keep till 5 decimal places. So 6 is there. So for this it would be 100.49. Instead of writing like this, just write like this. We can check one by one. Okay. So this I'm suspected output is 7. See, 49457. Yes, 49457. So if you are into 4 decimal places means it will become 7, it will become 6. 4946, right?
Yes.
This is this. Here, if I am just making a 6, 7, our output would be 4, 6. But if here I am just making this as a 3.
It's become 5.
7, it will make this as a 4. No, let me make it 4. Okay, in our analysis, 7 will add one number to the previous,
5.
it will become 5. And since 5 is greater than or equals to 5, it will add one number to the previous. Same output should come. So if the same output is not coming means, then this is taking the very next record, while
It's
F is
fine.
taking 495. So which means yes, you are right. So it is taking only the next record for rounding. If the see here 49567. So up to 2 decimal places, right? After the second decimal place, whatever the number is there, if that number is greater than or equals to 5, then it will adding a number to the previous. Otherwise, simply it is given. So the output for this is
100.49.
49 only. 100.49 only. Okay. Here it is a 3 decimal places, right? So yes, what is the output for this?
100.50.
Because not 50, 100.494. 3 decimal places, right? 5
Yeah.
is greater than or equals to 5. It will add one number to the previous 495.
Oh, sorry, 495.
495. Yes, 495. Okay, 4, 5. If I keep 6, 7, here I need a 4 decimals, right? After fourth decimal, you have a 6. 6 is greater than or equals to 5, right? So then it is adding one number to the previous. So it is 4946. Yes, right. And here, keeping 5 decimal places. So 49456. Since 6, 7 is greater than or equals to 5, it is adding one number to the previous. It has become 494570. Okay. This is how, guys.
Krishna sir,
Yeah.
2 decimal first
Sorry.
first one.
Ah.
Once again explain, sir.
This one.
Yeah, sir.
See here how it is working is, so this is the actual number 100.494567.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to rounding these to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places in the sense till here. Okay, I want to round this till this. So what it is rounding function is doing is, it is checking while rounding the number next to this 9. Next to this 9 what?
4.
4. The given number 4 is greater than or equals to 5, or it is checking 4 is greater than or equals to 5.
False.
False. So it will not do any further action. Simply it will keep the number 100.49. In the second case, I am just asking you to round the number to 3 decimal places. So if you want to round this number to 3 decimal places, it will just check the next number to the third decimal place. What is the next number to the third decimal place?
5.
5 is greater than or equals to 5 or not, it is checking.
True.
5 is greater than or equals to 5, right?
Yes.
So the condition is true. When the condition is true, it is adding one number to the previous. Okay. If you add one number to the previous, what will happen? 4 will become 5. So 100.495. Here you are getting 100.495. In this scenario, I am asking rounding the number up to 4 decimal places. So 4 decimal places is what? Till here. And after the 4th decimal, it will check what is the next number, which is 6. The 6 is greater than or equals to 5 or not? Yes, true. Yeah. Since it is true, it will add one number to the previous, which 5 becomes 6, which is 4946. See, like this. Got it, guys?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Next, guys. So power, you know, right? So select 2 power 3, 3 power 4, 5 power 5, which means what?
Double.
2 power 3 means you need to multiply 2 3 times.
8.
If I say 5 power 5 means you need to multiply
125.
5 times.
to 5 times. If I say 27 power 2, so you need to multiply 27 into 2 times.
2 times.
Okay, 2 times in the sense it's not like a 27 into 2. You need to
27 into
multiply
27.
27 multiple times. So 27, if I say 27 power 2 means 27 into 27. If I say 27 power 3 means the sense 27 into 27 into 27. Got it? So the power function will give that power of 2 comma 3. Which means it will work like select 2 star this. It is multiplying it to 3 times. See, what is the output?
8.
This output is also 8. Three comma 3, which means multiplying a 3 times. 3 times in the sense 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. Like this. Okay. Suppose if you want to like power of 2 comma 10, need to multiply 2 10 times. Like this. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10. 24, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 204. 1024, sorry. 1024. So just run it. 1024. Okay. This is where the power function will be useful. And square. What the square function will do? You know, right? What is the square for 25?
5.
It will give you the square value. I never use this function here, but still I am just explaining. Power and all, power, square, I never used till this time, but I've used out of all these, I have used ABS and round function. These two only I'll use. The remaining power I have not used, square I have not used, and sine I used. This ceiling, flooring, because I'm just telling you how the floor function will work and ceiling function will work. Because in interviews they'll ask you the question saying what is the difference between seal, floor, and round. So you can explain this. Though you are not using ceiling and floor, you can use it. Because in a real time you are not going to change any numbers. The real time, the numbers whatever you are getting from the source will keep it as it is. We are not authorized to change them by applying seal and round unless the business approved it. Okay, unless the business is approved. You know, right? Select square of 25.
5.
5. Square of 25. No, so sorry. Square is something different, sir. I forgot.
Square root of is 25 is 5.
Square of 25 is 625.
625.
Here I forgot. Square root is there. So function where some function is there. Select here SQRT of 25.
Is 5.
See, this I can say some SQRT square root function. Select. This is power of and this is the square of. Square of means always whatever the
25
number it
into
will do,
25.
it will multiply 2 times. Okay. Sine. What the sine function will do is it will return 3 different results, guys. It will return 1 for the positive value. No, simply I can make if value is greater than 0. Okay. It will return 0 if the value is 0. Okay. It will return
-1
-1 if the value is
less than 0.
less than 0. Okay. See, select sign of 100, sign of 0, sign of minus.
-1.
So if the value is greater than 0, sign of 100 means it will return
1
1. Here,
0
here,
-1
1, 0, -1. So the sign function based on the input, the output will be changed. Okay. Any questions with respect to these functions, guys?
Master.
Okay, thank you. Next, let's go to the character functions. Char. Second, ASCII. Length. Lower. Upper. Concat. Replace. Translate. Trim. L trim. R trim. Place. Replicate. And next, substring, char index, substring, char index, left, right. These many functions were there with the character functions. Okay, when is your next class, guys? At what time?
We have no class.
No class today.
8:45 or 9 it will.
Okay. 8:45 or 9. Okay. Then it is only we are left with 10 minutes, right? Okay. Let's start with some functions. Okay. Char. It will return the character value for the given ASCII character value. So let's say select char of 40. What it is showing? Char of 40 in a sense. Open bracket. So you all know, right? So system understands only the high level language, but whatever you are typing here will be converted, right? So whatever the keywords that you are seeing on the keyboard, for each and every key has its own value, ASCII value. Okay, let's say here in the reverse, it will return the ASCII value for the opposite, ASCII value for the
Char.
given char. So here, so the character I am just giving here is select ASCII of. So this bracket, so keep it in single quotes. Okay. ASCII of this. So what it is giving? What ASCII will give you the, it will return the ASCII, sorry, it will return the ASCII value for the given character. This is the character you have passed as a parameter and it is returning the ASCII value, which is 40. Here in the above case, it will returning the character value for the given ASCII. Suppose, you know right here on your keyboard, if you want to have a capital letter A, what you will do? You will
Caps
answer
lock.
on a
Cap
caps lock. If you want only in small, we will keep a small. See here. ASCII of, in our assumption, both were same, but representation is different. That's it. But see here. ASCII of,
I think 97, 65.
capital A is 65 and small a is 97.
97.
Each and every character on a keyboard will be having a ASCII value. ASCII in the sense American Standard Character
Standard.
something is there, guys. I just forgot abbreviation. Okay, it will provide you the this. So if you want to know here, char of 65,
Yes.
char
Caps.
of 97. See, yeah. Okay, got it. What a char function will do and what ASCII function will do. Any questions?
Do we use this in real scenario, Krishna?
In the real time scenario, we might not use many times this, but so there are, when you are working with the dynamic SQL, this char function might be used. Okay. In the dynamic SQL in the sense, so if you return one query, that will answer all your majority of the problems. So just to make it dynamic in the sense, guys. So let's say for example, you have 10 tables. Sorry, 10 files were there. Okay. And you want to load those 10 files into database. What you will do?
Using talent.
Okay, talent you will use. Okay, fine. There is the integration. But so how you will do in the talent? You will create 10 connections, 10 activities in the single job.
No.
Then what is your approach? You can do that way as well, right? You simply can create a 10 activities in the single job and you can refresh. That is also fine. Okay. But next, if that is not, then what you guys will do? Here, I want to create only one activity which should handle all this. It has to take all the files from the source, 10 files, and it has to load into the destination. So file name should be taken. And see, here the 10 files will be there, and in the target 10 tables will be there. But you need to load the data using only single activity, which means every time it is running in a loop, and it will take the file, and according to the file that it will go and load into the respective table. That and all settings you need to do, which is nothing but a dynamic. You are making a dynamization of the proc. Single activity is taking care of all the 10 files. Right or not? In the same way, in SQL also we have a concept called dynamic SQL. So what that is? So in the same type of scenarios, if you write a single proc for these kind of scenarios, it has to handle everything. No need to write 10 different scripts for 10 tables. Okay. Next, length. LEN. What it will? It
gives
will
the length of the
return the
string.
length of the given string. Okay. Already we saw select star from employee where here ln of emp name. See. So do you guys remember, guys? I have told you that when we are discussing the functions, I'll let you know. So if you want to know the employees whose length of ename is 6. So then what you will do? Where this is what you will write, right? The length function. Earlier what we did?
Find employee length.
So what we did? Simply where emp name like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what we did, right?
Yes.
But
Like operator.
that is replaced with length function or not?
Yes.
Okay, that is replaced with length function. If you want to know the employees whose employee name is having a 6 characters, either you can write this or you can write this. Length function can be replaced by length function. Okay, you can run and check if you see any change in the output. In this first output we have 6, and the second output we have 6 rows. Same. Okay. Okay, guys. Next, lower. Oh, sorry, guys, it is already 8:45. You guys might have a class, talent class, and you might need some break. I'm just stopping, winding up for this today, and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, guys, please remember, character functions is more important. Whatever I have listed here, everything will be used in real time. Only char and ASCII will be used in sometimes, but the remaining all functions, what I have written, lower, upper, concat, replace, translate, trim, replicate, substring, char index, left, right, all this will be regularly used. Okay, character function, number functions, okay, round and ABS is fine. Okay, guys, thank you.